Welcome. This video can be viewed by anybody, but you have been invited to view it because you have recently been elected to one of the positions in the leadership of the National Society of IT Service Providers. I'm Carl Polachuk. I'm the founder and executive director of the NSITSP, and this is going to be just a super short video to talk about some of the basics of how we run the organization and where you fit in all of that. So please watch it through the end. I appreciate it. I promise it will not be very long. So the NSITSP has a very clear mission. Our goal is to be the voice of the industry, defining the standards for professionalism in IT services. That means that your job is to do what you can to help this organization be more professional, to help all of our members to be more professional, and most importantly, to help the rest of the world view our industry as being more professional. We are a member-run and member-focused organization, and we take that very seriously. One of the things that means is that you get to decide how things work. If you don't like the way something is being done, say something. You've got a committee or you've got a board seat. Speak up, help us to get better. We have had a great first year, and I have to say, if there's one thing that I'm really happy to see in this organization, it is that our leadership speaks out. We say what matters and we push it up so that all of the people who are involved understand that there's something that needs some attention, and we work on it. Being member-focused means that you need to participate and you need to help other people to participate. You've already stepped up. You've run for office, and we seriously appreciate that. Now we just ask you to hang in there for a year or two, depending on your term, and help us get the most out of your participation. Give us your thoughts, give us the things you're passionate about, and help us to improve absolutely everything we can about this association. Now, we have quarterly meetings. Once a quarter, we get together with everybody, which is actually open to the public. So we have reports from our board, reports from our committees, and then we have the opportunity for everybody to speak up, ask questions, participate, do whatever they want. And so those are very valuable. Those are recorded. They are posted online along with transcripts and the chat. They become a true resource in addition to being just very useful meetings. They're also a great archive of what we've been up to. Our board meetings are monthly. As of this recording, that means the fourth Monday of each month, we have a board meeting. That can change. It's up to the board to set their own cadence. Most committees are meeting monthly, although from time to time, there's a need to meet more frequently. In our early months, all the committees met every week. The board met at least once a week. All the other committees met at least once a week, sometimes more frequently. It really took a massive amount of effort to get us to where we are today. My goal is that your committee meet once a month, simply so we avoid burnout. We want people to participate completely and fully in every meeting, but that also means that we can't have so many meetings that we burn people out before they have a chance to really help us reach all of our goals. So thank you for participating. Don't get so enthusiastic that you burn yourself out. Your term is either for 1 year or 2 years. So in the first election, the top 4 vote getters were elected to 2-year terms. All the remaining candidates that were elected are elected for a 1-year term. So if you're elected for a 1-year term, that means that you will run for re-election next year. From now on, all terms are 2 years. So the goal is that basically we've set up this half and half split, more or less, so that about half of the board is up for re-election each year, and half of each committee is up for re-election each year. All terms start in October and end in September. if there's a vacancy in the middle, let's say that 4 or 5 months from now, somebody has to resign their seat for whatever reason, that seat is filled by that body. So whether it's the committee or a board, the organization allows that body to fill its own vacancies. Whoever is appointed to fill that vacancy will serve until the next scheduled election, at which point they will be up for a 2-year term, same as everybody else. So it's going to be over time a little more random than just the strict 4 and 3 that most committees have at this moment in time. But in general, we want to make sure that about half of each committee is up for election at any given time. So that's the system that we've put in place. The first time that your body meets, whether it's the board or a committee, you will elect your leadership. In the case of the board, that's the board president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. In the case of committees, that is a committee chair, vice chair, and secretary. Your body, either the board or committee, has its own file share area that I'm going to show you in just a minute. And the secretary and the chair, or the secretary and the board president, have all got what's called a reporter role within our website. And this allows them to produce minutes. Every meeting needs to have minutes. There's a fairly loose but well-defined process for recording minutes and getting them approved. And let me just walk you through that real quickly. This is the main page of the NSITSP.org website. When you go to the meeting dropdown, you'll see there's member meetings, and that will have all of the minutes and so forth listed there. You can watch videos and so forth. And then the committee minutes area is where those who have reporting capabilities will go in here to enter the minutes and actually discuss them publicly if you wish. So you could theoretically open up one of these documents and discuss it in real time during your board meeting or committee meeting. Way down at the bottom of the page, you'll see this committee member files. This is your file share area. You will be given the ability to look at files in the file share area. And if you are on a committee, you'll see access to all of the committee files except the board of directors. If you're on the board of directors, you will have access to all of the committee files, including the board of directors. For example, if you are on the finance committee, of course, you'll have access to the finance committee documents, but you'll also have access to the governance committee documents and the documents for all of the committees. Way back at the top, when you go to the general area, that's the top level, one of the things you'll see is a folder that says operations and procedures. This is where we have started posting SOPs, the procedures for the organization. And this is where you see the meeting minutes procedure. That is a document that allows you to see what the procedure is for posting minutes up and getting them approved and so forth. So that's always going to be there for you. If it gets updated, you'll be able to see that. In general, the website is your one source for all information. You know, I started to say, oh, you should look under my account to get some information, and under the blog to get all of the news, and under about to find out things like our bylaws and so forth. And under forums, you'll be able to discuss things, right? On and on and on. But here's what I want you to do. Please just poke around, look at everything, examine every piece of this website. It is a tremendous tool that we have built, and it is chock full of information just for you. But if you still have questions, get in touch with us. One of the items you'll find right next to your name when you log in is a contact form, and that allows you to send a note to us. But you can also just email me, Carl P. at nsitsp.org, and we will get back to you. We'll help you with whatever you need, whether it is getting access to something on the website, or a question about the association, or a question about serving on a committee or the board. Whatever you need, we are honestly here for you. So please look through the website, take some time to do that. Get in touch with your committee, because you're going to elect a committee chair and vice chair, a board president and vice president, and all those officers at your first meeting. So make sure that you are completely educated on when it's happening and where it's happening and how you're going to be in touch. If you have any questions, get in touch with me, Carl P. at NSITSP.org, and I will help you as much as I can. Thank you for serving. Thank you for agreeing to help this organization be as good as it can possibly be, and to help our industry to be as great as it can possibly be.